Hey there everyone, Bob here, and welcome back to Gamer Nutrition. Time for the Week 6 update. We're going to try and keep this one short and simple. 275.4. That's 2 more pounds, roughly. It was 277 and some change a week ago today. Right on track. I think at this rate, I might realistically be able to get down to 265 for Thanksgiving and maybe be getting close to 250 for the new year. That would be nice. It all depends on how much those cheats for Thanksgiving, probably 2 days of cheating there, and 2 days cheating around Christmas, really throw me off. We'll see. I do have some travel coming up, not next week, but the week after that, that's going to put me on the road 3 or 4 days. That's going to be complicated. It's going to be hard to stay on the diet while traveling. I've already kind of resigned myself that week I probably won't lose any weight, and what'll probably happen is I'll do my best to eat as keto, as fat focused as I can, but there's going to be MSG in some of the food that I can't predict. There's going to be some sugar in the food that I can't predict and stuff like that. That's probably going to knock me out, but I'm going to stay as close as I can, so when I get home, hopefully I can get right back in really, really fast. That's the hope, at least. Saw the doctor, had blood work done. So my fears about the doctor, fears are the wrong word. My concerns about the doctor not really knowing the ketogenic diet were true. He had heard of it, but that was basically it. He didn't know anything about it, about the science behind it, or why you would kind of do this. His main thing was, anything that takes something to the extreme, especially like fat to the extreme, sounds bad. Which is, pretty sound logic. 7 weeks ago, I would have said much the same thing. I would have definitely agreed with him. So that was the first thing. I also don't know how well he knows the thyroid. So the thyroid's a common problem, but I sat down and I was like, I want to lower my thyroid medication just for 2 months, give it a trial, and see if my thyroid's working. I was like, well, why do you think your thyroid's working? So I went into the science. I was like, all right, you're a doctor. You should know this stuff. I was like, well, I don't believe as a younger child I was getting much iodine. I also believe my cortisone was high because I wasn't sleeping because of the sleep apnea. And I went into all this stuff. And I'm like, so I think I had a lot of extra things blocking the receptors on my thyroid. So my thyroid wasn't actually receiving the TSH. And I went through all this. And the look on his face was kind of, I don't understand this. Or maybe this dude's lost his frickin' mind. Either way, if he didn't understand it or he thought I lost my frickin' mind, means he again didn't understand it. It means I probably need to find an endocrinologist, someone that understands it better, that can really do this blood work for me. Nothing against the guy. He's a great general practitioner. When I need to get my rectum checked, he's perfectly good for that. But maybe this is out of his wheelhouse. Did I really just make that joke? I'm not going to even bother editing that one out. We're going to let it go. My rectum checked, not the prostate. Anyway, blood work. They did full bank, every test they could figure out. It cost me $140 after. It was ridiculous what it cost me. So T3 levels, good. TSH levels, good. T4 levels, high. That's kind of what we expected. If the thyroid's starting to work again, the T4 levels are going to be somewhat elevated. So we went ahead, we cut the medication. We're now down to the 150 milligrams from the 225. My cholesterol, good and bad cholesterol, are both low. This is a little strange considering I'm eating a lot of eggs and cheese. We're going to monitor it. It's not a major problem right now because the both good and bad are low, though I'm not sure there is such a thing as bad cholesterol. I'll link a video in the description down below about cholesterol. I did some research after he called me on the phone and talked about the cholesterol. I'm not sure there is such a thing as bad cholesterol, but my cholesterol is a little low. Kind of strange, especially considering I'm eating more cholesterol now than I probably have ever in my life. We'll see. So cholesterol low, my liver enzymes are still slightly elevated. They're still about where they were before. Now this was one area that I'd kind of really hoped. I wanted to see my liver healing, recovering. I beat the hell out of my liver for 15 years. Lots of drinking and bad food and just bad lifestyle. And because of my weight, my liver enzymes have been high. Now we've never actually had my liver ultrasound, but it was believed I probably had a fatty liver. Being a fat person, lifestyle, drinking, all of that, probably a fatty liver. We can't say with definite that's what it is, but I was hoping this diet would help heal the liver, things would go down. Now that said, the liver could take upwards 3 or 4 months to really start to heal itself, so we're only at this point halfway into that. I got to let it go for another 6 weeks before I'll truly know. Also, even the liver could be healthy. If you're significantly overweight like I am, that's just a lot more for your liver to deal with. There's a lot more for the liver to filter out. So your enzymes are going to be higher because of that. So as I lose weight, that'll probably come down. Also, I'm taking the bile salts, which are liver enzymes. So I'm kind of artificially inflating them too. Now, the enzymes themselves just being high isn't dangerous as long as the liver is not going through a problem. We just got to watch that. The livers, we got to keep track of it. It could be a problem, could maybe not be a problem. With how many vegetables I'm eating, it's probably not. I'm taking, so we've not even gone into this, but this is, doesn't look that good. It's actually not that bad. So that is kale, spinach, cucumber, lemon, lime, avocado. And I do 2 of those a day. So in one day, I do 1 whole avocado, 1 whole lime, 1 whole lemon. Then 100 grams of kale, spinach, and cucumber, all blended up. A pinch of the Truvia sweetener into that. And that's my vegetable intake. And in total, you're talking about 4 cups of spinach, 3 cups of kale, half of a cucumber, overall when you break the weights down and stuff, which should be doing me pretty good in keeping my liver from having too many major problems. So I'm not too worried about that. But that's kind of where we're at now. So the synthroid medication has been lowered down. Got to give it 6 weeks to see how my body adapts to it. I'll be able to keep a pretty good idea by watching my fingernails and my hair. When your thyroid's way out, at least low, your fingernails don't grow as fast as they should. Same with your hair. Your hair will thin and your hair won't grow as much. So I have a little bit of a barometer, but in about 6.5 weeks, I'll go in, get blood work done, and then see where we're sitting from there. And I think that's basically it. Had a little bit of a migraine. I don't know if that was caused by the thyroid, by the diet. I don't really know why. I get 3 to 5 migraines a year, so it could have been that. Now this one the symptom was a little bit different than normal. My normal migraines have a very particular pattern they follow. Like I always know my tongue goes numb first. It's very weird. My tongue goes numb, then I feel it in my teeth, then it moves up into my eyes, and that's where all the pain starts. This one, I was sitting here actually playing video games, and all of a sudden, the right half of my vision was like someone had a plastic sheet in front of me, and it was just kind of wavy, and everything was distorted. And even when I'd close my right eye, I would still see it, and it was almost perfectly here to this side of my nose. It was very odd to the point where, at first I was worried I was having a stroke. Because isn't that a stroke where you get a blood clot in half of your brain or whatever, and everything else goes weird? Because there was no pain. No pain at all. And migraines, when you hit, they're painful. There was no pain at all, just this weird blurry vision for about 20 minutes. And I'm like, I might have to go to the hospital. Like, this could be a stroke. I don't know what a stroke is. I'd expect pain, but very strange. And then the brain headache hit, and I was like, okay, it's a migraine, that's fine. Maybe had nothing to do with the diet, I don't really know. But yeah, that's enough. That's what we got going on for now. We'll have to keep a track on the travel and see how my body recovers from that. I want to do another video or 2 talking about what I'm actually eating, going over the foods and everything I'm bringing in, and then some background. We'll get into that at a different time. So that's week 6. Hopefully you stop back for next time for week 7 and so on. Until next time, though, this has been Paller, Bob. I'm going to go get some dinner. Thanks for watching.